Welcome back. Well, the Ebonoko Foundation is an organization which has tasked itself about championing the needs of black entrepreneurs and ensuring that they actively participate in the mainstream economy. Well, this is achieved by coordinating all necessary stakeholders comprising of small business support institutions, government institutions and highly achieved entrepreneurs, bringing them all together in one space to have valuable engagements with emerging entrepreneurs. Well, the Business Connect seminar under the motto Back to Kasi is one such project headed by an organization. It was recently held in Soweto, and we are now joined by Ebonoko Foundation founder Emmanuel Bonoko. A very good morning to you, sir. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for the invite.
Essentially, what inspired you to start the Back to Kasi project?
The Back to Kasi initiative was formalized when I was still studying towards my BCom degree in marketing. I just came with a concept that, it's about time that we go back in township and empower young people, especially those who want to start their own businesses. And by that time already I've built such a great networks within my space, and I was mentored by great leaders. And I thought, how about we, I use all my resources and all my mentors to go back and, mentor and inspire young people that it's possible to start your business regardless of your background. And so far, the Back to Kasi initiative has been doing wonders, and not only just, hosting events, but also being able to measure, the outcome and the impact, of the initiative. In
terms of the actual seminar, what actually takes place in terms of activities, and how is this different from other seminars that we currently have?
Yeah, so what we do, we still have like a normal typical seminar, but we'll invite a keynote speaker, a quite well-established business leader or entrepreneur that has done very well, because I believe that, there's power in motivation. One needs to relate your story that I've done it against all odds. But what we do, we have pitching session where we, give emerging entrepreneurs a platform, to pitch their business ideas, and also they are mentored, on the spot. So you become more practical, than just a normal seminar. But above all, also, we create a networking, platform, for emerging entrepreneurs to come together to network, share ideas, and also, to, start possible collaborations. Yeah.
Now, Back to Kasi, of course, is focused on townships and locations. Are there specific townships that the foundation is focusing on at the moment, or is it just anybody that wants to be actively a part of it?
So over the years, what we did, we've been doing tours in different townships. We started in Soweto, we went to Cosmo City, Alex, Tembis, and Sagani. So the past 5 years, we've been doing tours in different townships. And also, just to, make impact, but above all, just to encourage the spirit of collaboration, because for me, it's key that, it's about time, especially as black entrepreneurs, we work amongst ourselves. So we as a tour, we don't only focus on one township.
Yeah. I think it's very important, especially that you mentioned going actually into tours, because there would be a lot of people that would want to attend these seminars, and it makes it easier when you actually bring it to them in the townships. What are some of the challenges in actually being on the ground with some of these entrepreneurs that are based in the townships coming forward that we would have not necessarily have known before?
Something that we have realized over the years is that, we do have greatness in township. We do have young people that are working extremely hard. And, it's about time that we stop saying that young people are lazy. Within my space, I've, met incredible young people who are doing their part, to grow themselves and also to start businesses. But obviously, they need support. Obviously, they need investment. And in my, language, we always say, meaning that, you need somebody else to believe in you. You'll never do it alone. But obviously, young people, something that I've seen, I always emphasize it all start in the mind. Some entrepreneurs, they are quick to say, I'm looking for funding, I'm looking for investment, but you need to start with yourself, invest on yourself as a young person, go out, network, and find, possible mentors. So young people out there, fund is not only a problem, but self-investment, and also the power of having the right attitude, always being teachable, because of when you're teachable, that's how you can grow, your business or even your acumen. So that's where you start before we even speak about investment, but also to take your business seriously. We've got so many young people in township, they just have that mentality that I'm just, I'm just trying to meet and meet, but when you go in business, you must have a long-term vision that I want to build something sustainable that also is going to create employment. They are doing well, some they are scaling up, but they don't have the right branding around their business. They don't have the right mentors. They don't have the right information that they can use, to really even do well.
And in terms of government as well as other support bases, is government doing enough? Is the private sector doing enough to help initiatives such as this?
I would say they're not doing enough, to be honest. Some that we have seen, government, they've got such great programs that focuses on enterprise development, but less has been done, and that's why in the beginning of my interview, I emphasized that it's key, as black young people to work amongst ourselves, to come together. I always say, collaboration is the new innovation, so all our events, what we did, over the years, we're just a group of young people, we come together, we support each other, we leverage on each other's expertise and skills, and that's what we need, because for us to complain and blame the government doesn't help. But over the years, we had the privilege and to work, with the Minister of Small Businesses, Lindy, where she's been very supportive, also in some of our events, and I've worked with a number of private sectors, but above all, we don't rely on them.
Now, something very noticeable, in 2016, Forbes Africa recognized you as one of the 30 under 30 entrepreneurs to look out for in Africa.
Yes.
Tell us a bit more about that.
Sure. That was
and congratulations.
No, thank you so much. What was one of my greatest achievements, to be named by Forbes Africa. But for me, above all, I always say I measure success based on, how many young people I'm able to impact, or to create employment. So, over the years, my company employed close to 5 young people full time. And for me, it's a blessing, when I look at my age and so forth. So, when we get such achievement, it's just a motivation, for you to work extremely hard, but above all, I always measure success based on the lives that we are able to touch, whether through my foundation, my holding company. So, but I'm grateful.
If there's any young entrepreneur who's actually watching that right now, what word of advice would you give them, whether it's starting their company, whether it's taking it to the next level, whether it's taking the step from just an idea that they have into working towards it, making it something feasible and sustainable?
For me, I always say, attitude, you must have the right attitude to learn. Teachability is always key, especially young people. And we always focus on, I've met so many young people that are highly qualified, but they don't have the spirit of, being teachable. And I always say it's key to work on your character, on your personality, and on your skills. It doesn't matter how qualified you are. And even for me to be where I am today, I had to be a teachable young person. So to young entrepreneurs out there, be teachable, and remain humble. And also it's key that in business, build relationships. Money comes and go. I've done extremely well for myself at a tender age, and I've lost money. But something I was able to master is to build relationships, because, as I said, you'll never do it alone. So mutuka about.
Definitely. Now, you also mentioned that you employ 5 young people full time. That's been some of your success stories.
Absolutely.
Take us through some of the success stories from the project Back to Kasi.
Yeah, sure. As I said, Back to Kasi is not only a talk shop, it is more a practical, session. But through the Back to Kasi, so many young people were able to, access funding. Some of the young people, they're able to find the right mentors. So we got partners with the Hope Factory, so they'll come and mentor, some of the entrepreneurs on the spot, which is more practical. Some they're able to, just to support them throughout, obviously, the importance of mentorship and training. So some got funding, some mentorship, and also some they are able to scale up now, and also go back and start the similar initiatives. So we had multiple of success stories, and some we even able to, get working equipment for them, like laptop, printers, and so forth. So we have done extremely well. We are proud of what we have done so far.
Absolutely great, specifically for what you're doing to the youth and your contribution. We thank you very much for your time this morning on AM News. That was a founder of the Back to Kasi project, Ebonoko Foundation founder Emmanuel Bonoko, joining us in studio, telling us a bit more about their project and what they do with regards to entrepreneurship and black development amongst the youth.